Can I do this really slow? Let's just take this from the beginning. Mem means the same thing. Me and me. Me is an actuality of I. Now, why is it I? Because everything that surrounds I has to be understood as this over here. It's in the center of everything. This is the only I. You can't do anything with it. You touch it, you go through it, you go around it. It's everything. It's everything in the center that connects to it and it connects to it. No matter what it is, if it's a bearing. So what we're going to do is this. What's up, folks? Warner Brothers, WB, number 13. Do it backwards, we get number 8. Split in half, we can have two I's or two islands. C, turn them backwards, it's an I. A, cut it in half, you have the two-sided pyramid. Two sides of the pyramid. This is the letter A, now you have two A's, okay? This is the D, turn it around, you have one D, pull it downwards, you have a B and a D, you have a double D, you complete it with the whole D. Here's a D and here's a D. The problem is I went over lines. If you go over lines, you're creating more than what it is, even if it's bigger. The reality is you come to an E, the shorter line and the longer line. If you turn it to one stage, you see the way the square is here? You automatically go through it, creating an X and an L on one side and an L on the other side. This year's Super Bowl is XL1X. It is the same repetition of this letter. Okay, where did I just take that from? Over here. If we go E on this side, I'm going to show you what happens to E on this side. Okay, here's a C again. If you want to take out of the small e, when you connect this line together, this is what you have. You have the K, but it's the open K. This is basically you call the rabbit sitting down. I mean, you can call it what you want, okay, but it's a rabbit. Now we're going to take the E. We're going to flip it the other way. We put on the corner on the top of the E, the wing, and the corner on the bottom. Why? Because Aleph is made that way. The Aleph line is this way. I made it this way. The Aleph is this way. That's why I made it this way. Okay? This is not to say it's connecting. These are the wings that connect. This is the Aleph. The Aleph is open. This is how wide it is. We connect the wings. I'm supposed to come to here, but I need a space. I need as much space as the X shows over here. See these X over here and the X over here, half and half. Here's a whole one. Here's a split. Here's a whole one. Here's a whole one between two sides. These are obligations on the paper. So if you take a look, I have V over here. I have Jack over here. You see this over here? Now watch what I'm going to do to this. I have an obligation that I'm going to come here and I'm going to connect. Now you have your Y in one world. Here's the 5. And your Y in the north world. Now you have your Aleph letter. 5 and X in the center. 5, 10, 5. Okay, it's 5. 10 is 15 and then 5 below. And it's 5, 10, 15 and then 5 below. So it's 3 times 5 is 15. 1 plus 5. Okay, well, not 1 plus 5, but that becomes your 6. Now what you have over here, if I can remember what I was doing, is if you see this over here, look at the number 7. See the 7 backwards? See the 7 over here backwards? See the 7 backwards? It makes your 7. At the same time, it's making your 7 and making your V. Okay, at the same time, it's Alexis L, if you want to call it L. The entire center, okay, that you connect together, because you have to connect everything back together, becomes your O. Becomes your XO in the center, number 39. This and this is the wing of Nibiru. This is your Aleph connecting the two sides, okay? This is a reality, and this is how they reconstructed the earth. So if we reconstructed or do anything with Nibiru, this is Nibiru's wings, in which, in Lo Shu, Nibiru turns this way. And we'll take up this top wing with this empty space. Okay, sorry, there's no wing here. The wing is here and here. It'll take up this bottom wing here and attach it here. It'll go through here, and it'll take up this bottom wing and attach it here. The support here and the support here. This is free, and this is free. This is number 2. This is number 8. This is your time heaven. That's the expression. 2 and 8 or 3 and 7. Now we're going to take this where I was showing you the 7s. I'm going to try and show you in a different way because this is too much mumbo jumbo. Regardless to the mumbo jumbo, the E letter back to back. I forgot why I did this, but the E letter back to back. that's over here, the E letter back to back, the open E letter, okay? In all actuality, if you take a look, it also becomes the I the same time. And the H, that split down the center. So, split down the center H, we put this. And when we put this, okay, when we put this automatically creates, this is the passage, okay, of the N letter. We go up like this, we go down through the heart, and we go up over here. This is your N. And your Z at the same time. We come down from here, we go over here, and we go down here. Now, at the same time, the reality is, I did this because it's the number K, or the letter K. And I did this because it's the letter K. So I got K diamond K, which is 11, 0, 11, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, the Twin Towers. Had to go down. Building number 7, building number 7, building number 7. Why? Because when we create the A up above, I will do it over here. Here is the A letter. Okay. Now I will make the crossing lines, the rest of the crossing lines. And I have a crossing line here and one all the way through here. Don't forget, there's these lines here. I don't know what makes it, and these lines here, which might be the sewing lines, and then the thread lines might be going this way. I don't know how jeans are made. So I take this and I break it apart. I separate it. When I separate its reality, I now open it up to look like the mark of the Honda. Okay? When we split and put the wings on it, okay, we now get a 7 on this side with a line through it. We get the F on the other side, so we get 7 as a reality, and its reverse world is F. 7, reality 6, connected by the H in the center. 6, 7, and 8 equals to 21. I now bring these two worlds together. Okay, now these two worlds come together. It gives you an arrow. Okay, and at the same time, it's building you what deems to look like a man. Below the water, where the hips are, and up in the mind, where the water flows to the mind. Okay, at the same time, if you take a look, a very close look, I'm going to try to get a different marker if I could over here. I want to show you one more thing. Take a very good look. We're not going to trick you. Oh, this is yellow. It shows black. It shows black. This is how I'm color coded. It shows black and a yellow one comes out. So we'll go into the, I mean, I'm not shy of any of these. I'll tell you one thing. I'm not, when it comes to my pens and paper, I'm not shy. Now, when you take this 7 and 1, oh, this one's not working. We're gonna do it again. I'm gonna redraw this so you can see this. Okay, it comes over here and it comes like this. You see? And then I take it and I put it like this. Then I turn it around. And I draw it. Number 4. From the A that gets split apart is the 4. Now we have to remember the two sides. You understand? Below the belly. Okay, now the question is, what is this? What is this? I don't know what this is. It looks like a frog. Okay, I'm not quite sure what I'm looking at. Okay, I'm really not sure. I'm just doing this as I go. That can be the belly button. Maybe that's his sex or his knee joints. I'm not sure. But in all reality, that's supposed to equal to 40. Okay, 40 above and 60 below, or 60 above and 20 below. One of the reasons for 40 above and 60 below, not only to do with Celsius and Fahrenheit, 40 is blue and 60 is Zion Israel. 46 is Zion Israel. When you put 40 with 60 or 4 with 6 becomes Zion Israel, it means a connection of the east with the left, with the west, the east coast with the west coast. No, it's one side of the world with the other side of the world. Okay, and the only way to do it is you can't go all the way. You can't go all the way because you just can't. Let me see if I can do it in one of my little designs. How would I do it? I would go, let's say this, and then I would go 2 number 7s, right? So I'll take this number 7 and I'll bring it all the way over here. Okay? And then I'll take this number 7 and bring it all the way over here. Now, these two, okay, is the ocean, is between. I don't know how it works. I don't know if it's the body. I don't know if it's supposed to be an animal of any sort. I don't know how it works. My phone is ringing, and it's all up to you how it can be. We can make birds or whatever you want inside the bodies. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you.